Well, good evening. I'm your host, Robert Wilson, with Cowboy Wisdom Hypno Acuity Podcast, presenting I Rose Out of Help Programming. I sassily and rebelliously rose out of self-help, personal growth, self-improvement, therapy, psychology, and punctuated written books because I rose to understand books written and speaking in from self-help personal growth encompasses the author's viewpoints, opinions, beliefs, their way of thinking the world should be according to their propagandized education, ego snobbishness, know-it-all ignorance. As I now realize and admit, help is a silent dream stealer that left my life 1 minute ago, because when you start asking for help, you go into your insecurities and intimidate yourself to thinking somebody knows more than you about your life, because you're the one that understands it. People are going to rise you out of where it's at. They're going to say something, or they're going to question you to where you want to go, but they ain't going to tell you what's wrong with you because they don't know themselves. And whatever somebody says, that let's say some guru says you have something wrong with you, that's them talking about themselves. See, we're a mirror to everybody's a mirror to us. What we like in people's us, what we don't like is us. And our insecurities that we see in them are within us. A lot of people put their education as their backbone, but it's flimsy. It's when you can stand in the heat of your day and listen for the way out. See, every time I use thinking no, I go into yesterday. So all that passed out of my life 1 minute ago as my gamer's gumption awakened my spirit poise, heart chutzpah, soul serenity, sovereign valor, energized my free-flowing inspiration, insight, wisdom, intuition, imagination, my sleek, unique talents, trailbras bravado, unsheathed my adroit acumen to understand I am enlightened right here, right now. You don't have to go seeking enlightenment. You just rise of more enlightenment. So you got to be enlightened right here to ever be enlightened. So that's the biggest foul. Oh, I can show you enlightenment. No, you're enlightened right here, right now. All you do is keep polishing the globe of gumption within yourself. And that's what it is. We go looking for this. I can show you this. It's all right here, right now. You just got to take off the tarnish and put on the varnish and shine it up. All you're here to do is shine your enlightened light. And that's what we're here for. All this, I got into self-help, and I got into it deep, and all I really realized is it's a bag of garbage. And all this, so I can do this and this, it just makes life complicated. You're enlightened right here. You got the wisdom, insight, and clarity to do it right here. And see, the more simple you understand your life is, the more enlightened. All enlightened is understanding the simplicity of your life. As I am enlightened right where I am in the here and now, chauffeurs me on to my beaches of leisure and seashores of relaxation. The three biggest fears people have. These are fears: humor, relaxation, inspiration, and trusting yourself. Not having faith in yourself, trust. What makes you feel better, faith or trust? Either one is up to you. So ask me, why did my help programming create my victim-minded crapitis mindset, insecurity, immaturity, and afraid of my own talents? See, when you go looking for help, all that is you're afraid of your own, listening to your own wisdom, insight, clarity, and talents. This, looking outside of yourself for anything is a rinky-dink thing to do. And I admitted that to myself, but Everything you're looking for out here is in here waiting for you to discover it. You are the gold mine of the divine prime time trend-setting imagination, magically energizing your wise to expand through life with the greatest of ease. See, we're the ones that make our life hard. We went, oh, that's hard. Oh, God, I don't want to do that. That's hard. Jesus, that's hard. You know, I'm going to introduce you to That's Easy Liberation. See, I listen to a bunch of these self-help gurus and I say, oh, it's hard, but you can do it. No, it's easy. All you got to do is listen to your way out of it. They want you to think, you think and know and hard struggle and everything that's shitty in your life. You listen, question with inspiration to rise to the glide of your genuine luminary intuition dancing every day. We're the ones that were taught to make life hard. They wanted the school system's done it. Everybody's done it to make your life hard. But you know what? That's a lie. But the bigger the lie, the more they tell it, the more we believe it, the more we live in it. That's something I really understand now. You know, I heard that a long time ago. And, you know, Nathan Rothschild has got a saying. I don't care who makes the laws. Give me the world's gold. If you look at this, we are in greedy leadership. We're stuck in our own egotistical ego silliness. But when you rise out of that to understand, help programming is a sheepleocracy, peopleocracy, herdocracy, turdocracy, and titleocracy. Everybody does everything for title and money. And all that is egotistical arrogance and know-it-all ignorance controlling your life with inner tyrant turmoil. We're the ones creating the turmoil within ourselves. When you rise out of the victim programming or the help programming and start realizing you are the sovereign valor of your life with a vibrant audacity, love, optimizing, rebellious, trend-setting ways of life, you rise out of it. When you understand the words we use, everything we do was taught to us in a certain way to keep us in the dismay of yesterday. And then I awakened to that and opened up to the tyranny of the third world enslaving mindset that's taught to us unknowingly. And all education is secondhand information and gossip from what other people think we should know and do. See, people write in them books what they think we should know and do. If you want to control a country, educate it. Educate it with the philosophies of going down. You know, the world is, if we're paying attention to the world, throwing away all the self-doubt and look at the world with omnipotent eyes and omnipresent ears, you're going to witness the world is the same today as it was 4 years ago, because the same people, same mindsets, same enslaving education is controlling us. So when you rise out of the help programming and all the other programming and open up to understand listen, investigate, question, inspiration, wisdom, insight, clarity. Because the thing about free-flowing energy is it's here and now. And I quit reading or doing anything with self-help in 2009. Then I started opening up to understand self-help is help programming. They always have another program for you to keep programming you into their way of life. So I unprogram, Cowboy Wisdom Hypnoacuity unprograms the programming to unleash your sovereign valor, it's sovereign liberation, politically incorrect inspiration, wisdom, insight, clarity, listening to the free-flowing energy within you. So your intuition, imagination, innovation, is all like a snowflake. It's unique to you. We are all snowflakes because we're all unique in our own way. But we've been so caught up. Oh, that guy does this. And if I got wealth and money, I can get anybody to do anything. You know, who is the one that still is talked about today that had very little and who sacrificed a lot? Gandhi. Gandhi has more, and Gandhi will still have more teachings and more of his wisdom put forth 30 years from now than all the gurus today ever will. See, what self-help, personal growth, self-improvement, psychology, and all that books and all that education is an extension of college education and socialized boundaries. They say, oh, imagination. You cannot use think and know in imagination, innovation, inspiration, or intuition. You can't think and know and listen at the same time. Soon as think and know and mind come in, you're automatically in yesterday. It's something I've witnessed within myself. That think and know and mind is a programming. Programmed by an outside sources. And the more I rise out of the institutionalized self-help world and rise of my own sovereign liberation, politically incorrect inspiration, autonomous expansion, the more I witness the world and how stuck it is in our ancestors' way of life. And that's something I didn't realize how programmed I was until I started unprogramming and letting the outside world manipulate me. Education is a manipulation of limitation because they want you to live inside the books and the knowledge of other people. Yeah, there is a few things that go out there, but how is the world today the same as when you was young? It is to me. I take out the medical advancement is a whole different sense. You got computers, but are the computers just more programming, a socialized sabotage? And everybody's into AI. AI, that's artificial. They tell you what it is: artificial intelligence opening up asinine ineptness. You know, we keep using AI. What are we going to be in 10 years? Are we going to be able to breathe and live without a computer? That's a question. See, that's programming. AI is a programming. And we're being so programmed to look at the world in other people. All education is teaching you to look at the world through the leaders, through the silent tyranny of the world. Like business and education, that's going to take us all the way to yesterday. See, business is not for the people. Business is in competition to take my money. And if you look at today, and you look at all over the internet, you see marketing. But they're marketing yesterday's wisdom, their education. Because intuition, imagination, innovation, inspiration is here now. So is the spirit prowess, heart chutzpah, and soul serenity. It's all right here. See, they got, you can imagine this. You can image it in the third eye, but you cannot take it forward. See, all this, we image this out here. When you can get to the now, the here and now, then you can move forward. But we're so programmed, if anything outside of the little box you live in is said, and the boundaries of what everybody else told you to live, you never go forward. That's how programmed we are. And I really, really opened up to this. I've been opened up to it since the 90s, but I really am starting to understand what I comprehended in them. I went to some offshore events. And the more I open up to it, the more I understand how programmed I was. As I asked me, why did my help programming create my victim mindset? Because self-programming creates insecurity, people-pleasing thinking, looking outside myself, doing what other people told me what to do, and always looking outside myself because everybody knew what was best for me was a lie that never dies until I buried it in the sewer of never do that flowed to oblivion yesterday. So now I'm awake and aware to understand. I taught myself to look and ask before. How do you ask for? I'm bad at this. Ask for advice and things before you even investigated, listened, or observed the situation. See, you listen and question the situation or the chaos, challenge, adversity, or whatever it is to move your life forward. But you're going to listen, question with inspiration, with inspirational images and daredevil designs to rise you out of the bovine, out of the darkness of your life. You are the enlightened energy of your life standing right here, right where you're at. You don't have to do all this fantastic stuff. You just got to understand and question right where you're at and listen for the inspiration. As I investigated, listened, observed situations and chaos, challenges, adversity, controversy, to hearken my liberating inspiration, sovereignly question, why is this event, encounter, experience, or person entering my life to raise me out of this situation, to expand my understanding, comprehending the situation with wisdom, insight, and clarity. Why is telling people you can help them is you being a victim? Because what you see, how you can help them, is how you are asking yourself to help yourself in here. See, you can walk up there. If you think you have all the wisdom of the world, you're fooling yourself. You only have wisdom through your life. You know, you take all the homeless people in the world. They all have a nugget of wisdom for you. It may not be what you want to hear or see, but it's wisdom. Everybody encompasses wisdom. Not everybody encompasses knowledge. Knowledge is out of a book. And we're so hooked in books and computers, we're stuffed in the clothes hamper of damper. And the damper will never open to let oxygen in because we're stuck. We taught ourselves how to be the victims of asking and for help. It isn't that you don't want to ask for help. You want to listen for somebody that's going to ask you a question to rise you out of that situation. Questions rise you out of it. Programming deepens you, the victimitis, crapitis within you. You know, I'd look at people and say, oh, I see what's wrong with them. I see what's wrong with them. What's going on in their life? What's going awry with them? Well, what was going awry with them was awry within me. When you think somebody else has something going awry, you're lying to yourself. They're showing you a mirror right here within you. That's why the programming of the world is, oh, I can help you. Most people say they can help you, never have helped themselves. And that's something I really understand because all these people say, oh, I got this and I got this. And what you got is a whole bunch of malarkey controlling your life. You know, this world lacks the guts and the vigor to rise out of the situation because we're going to have to rise out of and basically kick the education down the road like it can, because education isn't rising us. Education is manipulating us into following. And then comes the corporations and their third world mindset. thinking people are slaves and everything we do is for them. And, people are, you want to talk about programming. Congress people go into Congress to play the stock market. They don't care about us. Campaign contributions for the for their offshore accounts and the stock market. Anybody can make money in the stock market if you're creating a legislation that makes the stock market going up and down. But that ain't their fault. That's the people's fault. That's my fault. That's how programmed I am, thinking, oh, they're going to do what's right with me. That bites me in the butt every time. And something else, all these superstar marketers out there, I've been playing with them for 3 years. They're pretty shaky. And see, they can help me do anything, but they don't understand anything about my life. And I'm going to be honest, I speak beyond the education and outside of the boundaries of the BS of psychology, education, and business, because that's all an ingrained slaving, all ingrained with third world enslaving mindsets and propagandized education. When you open up to the sovereign liberation, the autonomous expansion, politically incorrect inspiration, wisdom, comprehending, and revelations, you shut off that thinking memory mind and unwind your prime time divine daredevilry and invigorating visionary ingenuity, naturally expanding through life with the greatest of ease. As I view the world, I view through my optimistic eyes, but now I realize that for a long time I was viewing the world and other people through my pessimistic eyes, because my events and encounters, events, all prevented me from moving forward because it was their fault. I said it was their fault, so it had to be their fault. That was a defaulting delusion right here. Delusions are up here. Expansion is down here. As I now opened up to understand, my events, encounters, people, and experiences are liberating mirrors for me to view, because my eyes are my window to my soul, as my third eye is my panorama movie of my dreamer's paradises, serene, desired lifestyle, and prosperous, accomplished outcome. As I rise out of help programs, because I realize and admit it to me, whenever I say I can help somebody, I'm saying help, awaken me to understand I was the one asking for help. So to understand this, so I desire to rise out of my life experiences with wisdom, insight, and clarity, as I now realize a lot of the hate, anger, frustration, and all the negativity in the world is are my subconscious, frozen in time representations of my ancestors. So I give myself a swift kick of liberating frequencies of easy as I rise to understand. I ask me questions about my path of onward and upward wisdom, insight, clarity, health, wealth, and fun, because I rose out of help programming. Because when everybody's got something for you, like all this, all it is basically setting goals, doing this, but there's no sovereign liberation. Sovereign liberation is being uncontrolled by outside sources, and liberation rises you out of your thinking memory mind, many movies of pessimistic events, opens the way for you to rise onto your liminal carpet glide. Feeling genuine love invigorate daily extravaganzas for you to enjoy. I want to thank you. I am Robert A. Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom Hypnoacuity. Hypnoacuity is hypnotherapy that rises you out of therapy onto your free flowing liberation. Thank you and good night.